Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. My name is Jared Lee, and I'm joined, as usual, by my lovely wife, Jamie Lee. So, Jamie, how you doing?
Pretty good. Jared, how are you?
I'm doing very well. I'm thoroughly enjoying the beginnings of fall because one thing we can do much more comfortably is like take walks in the morning.
That's true.
Which is always really nice because the kids get their bikes and our daughter gets her rollerblades and walk down to the playground. And by doing so, we kind of ended up having like a family basketball outing, which I loved because our daughter randomly wants to play basketball. And we got up there. I don't know if anybody else did this, but growing up, there was a basketball, like a playground or on the basketball courts. If nobody had it, you could use it, but you just leave it. You don't take it home with you. So there was a basketball there. Our daughter was kind of getting bored. And so I was like, well, do you want to go play basketball? And she's like, yeah. Because she's like, I want to go home. And I was like, okay, we're going to enjoy the weather. So we go play basketball. And our daughter was like really into it, doing very well. Then our son and you came along, started playing basketball. Jamie even got into it, started playing some basketball. Mm-hmm. I was trying to impress Jamie. I was dunking on a 7-foot rim, but I thought it would impress her. I don't know if it did or not, but.
I mean, good job on the dunks, for sure. For sure.
I don't know if I still can. I used to be able to do it on 10. I haven't tried it in years. Probably not now. But no, it was a lot of fun. I love the fall weather of being able to do that, and especially like the mornings and evenings. I've been thoroughly enjoying it.
Should we explain what fall weather means to us?
Well, in Florida.
I don't think that's the same for everybody else. When we say fall weather, we mean it was like 80 degrees.
It was cooler than that in the morning.
Oh, no, it wasn't.
Was
not
it not?
when we were there. It was 80 degrees.
Well, it's not 96 as soon as you wake up.
Right. So like the humidity this past week has actually been kind of low, like for this time of year. Mm-hmm. So we kind of relish in that. We're like, yes, fall weather is here. But again, false fall, it gets you every time.
False fall is a thing. Yeah.
But yeah, it was a great morning and, hope to do more of those with the kids, especially if they're really into basketball, which they haven't been before. So I don't know if this is new.
Our daughter's had moments of it, but then she was like, she'll go dance and do tumbles and everything for hours, and then she'll play for like 5 minutes. Be like, I'm tired. I'm like, well, if you play basketball, you better get used to being tired. Because the entire game is just being tired. But no, it was good. Well, I guess maybe it could be false fall. I guess for me, if it's not just sweltering hot first thing in the morning, I'm just like, oh, this is nice.
Right.
I'll enjoy this.
Yeah.
So have been enjoying that and doing morning walks where you're not just immediately sweating, which has been kind of nice. And our daughter did a lemonade stand.
Yeah, she did a lemonade stand last weekend. She was raising money for her dance company, like as one does. And she did really well with it. We had a bunch of very generous neighbors that came by and either got lemonade or maybe just donated,
It was actually really cute because she had said she wanted to do it last week, and it started raining, and so it's just kind of her idea. And so we told her like, okay, well, you pay, kind of. And I was really proud of her. It's like, okay, you pay for this stuff, and then put it out there, and see what happens. Mm-hmm. I was kind of worried that she'd get out there and nobody would come by.
That's what I was worried about too.
But our neighbors are really sweet, and like within, I don't know, you guys are out there for 10 minutes because our son didn't want to go for a little bit, and I was finishing up some work, and then you had said she'd made like $50 within like 10 minutes. I was like, oh, okay, that's good. So she was feeling really good about that. So I was very happy about that. I was very proud of her to do that. So.
Yeah, no, she did a really good job. So yeah, maybe we'll do it again soon. I don't know.
She's going to become a lemonade mogul. She actually had a K-pop Demon Hunters flavor she made.
Yes, it was pink lemonade with a little blue dye, so it was purple. It was the color of the patterns, if you will.
Yes. So other than that, so that's been nice and just enjoying the weather here. But we do have some of this is interesting news involving Disney. And one involves a heist in water. I'll explain because it's a wild story, which we will talk about, as well as some more dates about Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. So we'll talk about that and some other Disney news. And then our discussion segment for today is going to be Disney without the rides. So if you want to go to the parks and it's not all about the rides, other things that you can do, because you can do a lot of stuff on property.
Or if you just don't do rides at all. If
True.
Rides are just not your thing, shoot. Doesn't mean you can't do other things because there's a bunch.
This is the great thing about theme parks.
Yes.
There's plenty of other things to do, but that's what we're going to talk about today. But before we get to the news, just want to remind everybody, if you are watching us on YouTube, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. And if you're not watching us on YouTube and you would like to, you didn't know we had video versions of the show, and also on Spotify. I figured out because I'm late to the game. We also have video versions of this on Spotify. I didn't know that was a feature until yesterday, so there will be on there as well. But you can catch us over at YouTube at CTM Podcast for the video versions of the show. And if you're listening on good old trusty audio podcast form, you can find us on all the major platforms there. Just ask you to please subscribe and leave us a review if you would not mind. We would greatly appreciate that. Helped us continue to grow the show and talk about this first strange story that we're going to talk about. And I saw this yesterday, and the details of this are pretty wild. So Jamie has described this as Scuba Steve.
Scuba Steve.
And we're going to know about Scuba Steve. We're just going to say Scuba Steve steals anywhere between $10,000 to $20,000 from Paddlefish at Disney Springs. But it gets better in terms of how this happened.
Okay, so this is what happened, okay? So on Monday night, this was close to midnight, after the restaurant was closed, a man in full scuba gear swam from the water in Disney Springs, made his way up into Paddlefish restaurant, into the manager's office, and there were 2 employees there, I guess, emptying cash into the safe. He told them to go to the corner and kneel down. Some people said that they were tied up.
I read that they were tied up.
Okay, some person said that it was redacted from the report.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's true or not. Anyway, told them to go to the corner, like kneel down, whatever, and he grabbed the cash, put his scuba gear back on, I guess packed it somewhere where he had it, and then dove back into the water and disappeared. The employees immediately called 911, like right after this happened. And they, of course, searched the water, but he was long gone. The 2 employees that were doing putting the money in the safe and that were like held up, they were not harmed. No one in the restaurant even knew this was happening. They were upstairs cleaning, and these were the only 2 employees down in this room. Witnesses described the suspect as a man about 5'10" with a slim build, covered from head to toe, and notably wearing socks, no shoes. Okay. He did not have a weapon.
Yeah. So you have a heist via water in scuba gear. It seems like something out of Mission Impossible.
Jared, what do you think? What do you think? How did they pull this off? And what is the first thing that comes to mind?
Well, first thing that comes to mind is either somebody who works for Paddlefish, has worked for Paddlefish, or knows somebody that works at Paddlefish, because the timing is what I think is interesting. So they close, as Disney Springs does, at 11 o'clock. He did this around midnight. And if you've ever been, worked in a restaurant, which I worked at Brahms for like 3 days. I'm surprised I never left back at Brahms. I was like, but I remember that, it closed at, I think, 9 o'clock, and we were there till like midnight, cleaning and doing all the stuff you have to do. So you would have had to have known when typically cash is put into the safe.
You have to know that there won't be many people left in the restaurant, if any.
Right.
The doors are still open, technically.
Yeah. So I think this is somebody who had some, let's say, knowledge of the inner workings of Paddlefish is my guess.
This is also somebody that has to know a lot about Disney Springs.
One would assume.
Right?
One would assume.
Or at least like studied about it. This screams inside job to me, like totally. Like they also had to know where the manager's office was.
Yeah, you're gonna have to know the layout, all that stuff. I mean, I think that has to be where you start. I mean, if there's a guy that's a former Navy SEAL on the staff, I think he's gonna be the first one they question. Although I think it would be funny if you just had like the build and they're like, we know it was Rick. Like Rick got fired 2 months ago.
There is footage of him spraying something on the security cameras, so that's how they know what he looked like.
But the picture they revealed is just a dude in scuba gear. Like it's not helpful at all. Like there's nothing about it that you could describe.
Okay, we have all the details, but I just have to say, like, I mean, it's effective. It worked.
I mean, I will say, no weapon. Nobody was hurt.
Nobody's hurt. No weapon. He just
I will say, I talked about this on the Captain Magic YouTube channel, and somebody had the comment that said this is a very savvy heist here, but it's a $100,000 heist, like in terms of attempt, for just $10,000 to $20,000. Like it's a lot of effort to go for that amount of money. And some people were surprised. Like I was a little bit. I was like, I'm surprised I had that much cash on hand. But if you do the math and how much people can spend at a restaurant, it's not unfathomable that you could have 10 to 20, and that may be why they're not sure how much, because they didn't get to count it yet, perhaps.
Well, here's the thing too. It's someone. Maybe it's the way the restaurant works. I don't know. It could have been the money left over from the weekend.
It's very true.
And they knew that.
Right. Yeah.
So again, I really think this is someone that was connected either to someone that worked there on the inside, or, someone that still works there coordinated all this.
Yeah, because it's a big, if you're saying it's a by chance, you're taking a big risk of like, I'm going to put on scuba gear, swim in the lake, get up and do this for just the chance that I'm going to come across some cash in here.
And what are you going to do? Subpoena everybody's cell phone that works in the restaurant? I guess you can.
You could. They'd have to have. Is
this enough money to do that? I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with like felony charges, and
I'm sure it would still be a felony
for sure. I just don't know like how. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know the inner workings. All I know is I've watched, I've watched CSI over the years.
As have I.
I feel like David Caruso would show up on scene. I was able to work in a David Caruso clip into the video I made where he's like, maybe we always which I always thought he took the sunglasses off and then said his tagline, he puts them on. And he's like, I feel like he'd say something like, looks like it's about to get really wet in here or something. And then you'd hear the music start. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see if they find this guy.
Right. Again, like how would I get?
I would assume if you're working off the fact that they had to have inner workings, I'm assuming you can probably narrow this down potentially,
a little bit.
Depending on how they did it. But yeah, it's a while. You don't hear that one all the time. And Paddlefish again is not owned by Disney. It's Disney Springs, so it's they essentially rent the space from Disney. So it's not like it was a Disney run restaurant. Although I did look it up. There have been some pretty wild inside thievery, I suppose, from Disney employees. There was a credit card scheme. Some woman worked at the front desk of a hotel that was doing refunds or something like that back to her and her husband's credit cards for over, I think she got away. They caught her, of course, but it was like $180,000.
Whoa.
And then there was somebody that worked at another retail shop in the parks that would, if people paid in cash, they would then run a return after the fact and then pocket the cash.
Oh.
And I think they had accumulated like $230,000 before they got caught. So it does happen, obviously, but I can't say I've ever heard of a water heist to steal. I like the word heist, like it's whatever you want to call it, like burglary, I think, but burglary doesn't.
We need like a name for this kind of like, that water heist, but like scuba steal. Scuba steal.
Did you just make that up?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Scuba steal.
I
like it. I like that a lot. Yeah.
That's silly.
I do, I say that Mission Impossible sounds more like Ocean's 11 type stuff.
Well, that's the thing. If he's working alone,
maybe there was a distraction inside. Remember Ocean's 11? They had a crew of like all those guys that had different jobs to do the heist.
Well, here's the thing. Like if he's alone, if it's just him, then he might be harder to catch. But if there's people involved that like told him about this, or like he was like the quote unquote like hitman, like not really connected, but like he's doing the thing. People love to talk. So
people do like to talk.
Someone's gonna rat out on him like, hey, you rat out your person and we'll give you immunity.
Or they were communicating over like Facebook Messenger or something silly where you're like, we see all your messages here. And like, okay. Yeah. So I guess, if there's any updates on this, we will talk about that. But for the time being, they haven't, that I've heard yet, they have not caught the person that did this.
By the way, I have to mention this because this made me think of like texts and stuff. It's like, there's this thing, and I don't do this, obviously, because why would I? But like, if people are trying to text someone and they're trying to hide a conversation, do you know what people do now?
But you're talking about just using text and not like something else?
Not using text, but it's like text, but it's not like Messenger, but it's not like the app. It's the Notes app.
Yes.
They'll open the Notes app, start like a new whatever, like a new, document or whatever, and then connect that person to that note. Mm-hmm. And then as you add what you're writing, the other person can see it.
They've done that as well on Google Drive. Does that as well,
Right?
Yeah,
And you can just erase it. I don't think it does. It record any of that?
Yeah.
Oh, it does.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
They've caught people doing that before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it recorded any of that.
I mean, if it's connected to the cloud, especially that way, yeah, they can still catch you. Doing
Okay.
that stuff.
All right. Well, that's
Yeah.
good. Relief.
Outside of just writing it on a piece of paper and sliding it across, yeah, they're going to basically catch you. Usually, I guess
That's
it
crazy.
comes down to like, are they going to go through that much effort for $10,000 to $20,000? I suppose.
Apparently they did.
Well, I just mean
Apparently
in
they
terms
did.
of the authorities getting them.
Oh, I thought you meant
Like,
why
yeah.
do it?
Right. It
Right.
just comes down to, are they going to put out a whole forensic electronic forensic unit or things like that. But you don't hear that one all the time. So
No, you don't. It's a new one.
Scuba Steel.
Scuba Steel.
That's one of the better ones you've ever had.
Thank you.
I mean, kudos to
My
you.
creativity in this kind of thing is not so great.
I wish I would have had that yesterday when I made the video because I would have totally used it.
Well,
Maybe I'll go.
I'll tell ya.
I'll go update the title now. I'll just say
Scuba Steel.
Scuba Steel strikes again.
or Scuba Steve. You could just leave it Scuba Steve.
Wouldn't it be funny if his name was Steve?
That's hilarious.
He would forever be known as Scuba Steve.
Forever.
What are you in here for? I robbed a restaurant. How'd you do it? I scuba dove. Like, oh my goodness. Also, I guess you could narrow it down to somebody who has scuba experience.
That's true. You could.
I
mean, that's not super common.
It's not every day you know somebody who just is like certified scuba diver with all the gear.
By the way, if anybody is confused out there why I said Scuba Steve, that's from Big Daddy. One of the little boys, he had Scuba Steve.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't know,
action figure.
that, I mean, come on.
Okay, I say little now. They're like 30.
Don't remind me of. It's like when people say, "Did you
They're
know
like
it's been 30 years since the PlayStation 1 came out?" And I'm like, "Shut your mouth. Shut it." It feels like it was like 2 years ago, okay?
The Sprouse boys.
Who?
They're all married. Dylan and Cole Sprouse.
Oh, the kids in that movie. Yeah.
One of them is like married now.
Yeah. And Adam Sandler's
What's
still
happening?
making movies.
Still Adam Sandler. Still doing the thing.
He's still going about it. So
Anyway, sorry. We can move on.
all right. The next story we have is there is a new Florida resident deal that Disney has released for this fall.
When we say new, we mean kind of a continuation. So it's the 3-day, 3-park ticket that they were running all this summer for Florida residents.
Mm-hmm.
They're just extending it into December, really. So it's $210. It's $210 plus tax, so it's basically $70 a day. This includes Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom. And so you can do only one park per day. So you can't do like 3 days of Epcot. You have to do one Epcot, one at Hollywood Studios, and one Animal Kingdom. That's it. This is valid October 5th through December 23rd. And for $40 more, you can add on a hopper. So you can hop to other parks with the hopper. You can also add the water park and more option for like $35, something like that. So there are options beyond that. Florida residents can also get some great hotel rates in November and December for as low as $129 per night. That's at All Star Sports. But yeah, so they're extending the deal, which I think is great. My Trip Tales person that I just had back on Monday, her mother bought it and it was perfect because they did that and then they did the Halloween party. So they got all 4 parks concluded. So I was like, that is the way to do it.
Yeah. Now, we had talked about this when they ran this deal, because this is basically the exact same deal they had all summer. Mm-hmm. One of them.
But this one is just for Florida residents.
Right.
The other time it was not. So
that's true. That's true. Which, I was wondering if they had deals like this going into the fall and winter. I do wonder, again, given that it was been reported, and we'll find out from the earnings call, not the attendance numbers, but revenue numbers, how the attendance was this summer. If they're not loving how the bookings and things are looking going into the fall, I said I wouldn't be surprised if you see deals like this get continued. Now, given it's only Florida residents, it could expand, but I think they are and have been and will continue in the future in the coming years to focus a lot on Florida residents to try and make up whatever gaps they have in attendance. So and typically, I mean, Christmas time has become probably the busiest time of the year for theme parks now.
I mean, around Christmas is always the busiest every single year.
Right.
But it does kind of spread out to other areas more in a different way. So like Christmas is consistent. It's always busy. But like now, January and February are packed.
Right.
But like, the summer is not.
Which
so it's everything.
Which we've talked about before too, of like the summer, the last 4 or 5 years. You just haven't seen the crowds you used to see, you know, traditionally in the summertime. So people have been kind of spreading that out, which I think is what Disney wants.
Yeah.
Is that more spread out than like that. So I won't be surprised if there's more deals potentially that they run, you know, in the same time period as well, which would be kind of interesting. But
and they have announced a bunch of those already, so you can always look on the website and it'll tell you under special offers. But there could be more pop up.
Or you can go to vacationwithzip.com.
They will also help you.
They will tell you all about them.
Absolutely.
And take care of stuff for you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're really good. Anyways, so that they have that going on. And also, along with the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, there are only 2 dates that are available currently.
September 30th and October 26th. Those are the only 2.
Yeah. And so there's been a lot, you know, we talked about the prices went up considerably this year, and it's selling out all these dates. Until these dates don't sell out, expect it next year to go up in price as well. Mm-hmm. I mean, I can sit here and I completely agree. I think we've talked about numerous times of how much it was even 5 years ago, how much it's gone up now. But if people are going to pay it, it's really hard to criticize Disney for doing it if it's selling out. So I don't, you know.
They're there to make money. So it's
until they hit that point to where it doesn't sell out or they see a big drop off in the attendance. I mean, I won't be surprised if now. I mean, what did it run this year? $130 up to $230? How did it go?
119 up to 230, and then it was 109 was the cheapest you could get if you had a discount.
Which makes you wonder if next year they try and push that closer to, let's say, $299. I don't
know if they'll jump up that far. They do it very gradually.
They didn't. No, this year was like a $30 jump though on the high end.
It was
maybe up to 2. Yeah, I mean, either way, I think you're going to see it go up next year.
But what they did last season during Christmas is they priced the Christmas tickets at $229 for like the last ones.
Yeah,
they did that, you know, already, and then so when it came around to doing Halloween, they're like, "Oh, we're going to do that with Halloween too."
So they might do it for
Christmas.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So I think that they will do it pretty gradually. But party merchandise is available during the day now, apparently, during regular business hours, which means it's not selling
right. Yeah,
as much as they would like. And I know they have surplus of that every year. So I mean, like, I don't think it's as big of a deal to keep that like safeguarded just for the party. It's like, I mean, if you don't go to the party, like, okay, you didn't go to the party, but like if you want to buy the merchandise, go for it. That's just the way I think.
No, I agree there.
Also, we were talking about Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. The opening night is now sold out, and that's November 7th.
Okay.
And that is a week later than it sold out last year.
Yeah.
So, it'll sell out just like the Halloween party did.
I think too, if you look at, you know, Disney, even they're not as focused on attendance numbers as it used to be. Now it's revenue, and so this is how you can see them. A lot of times the attendance is flat or maybe even down a little bit, but the revenue goes up simply because, and they've even said, you know, they're getting each person that comes through the gate to spend more money,
right?
Which is what they want, and you know, that's all been talked about as well. I think there was I can't remember the outlet that talked about it, but essentially, like this summer, most of the theme park attendance was the upper, I guess you would just call it upper class, the upper echelon of earners were the ones who went to the theme parks, whereas the people, the middle class and below, there was a 20% some off fall off.
Yeah.
So, you know, it is kind of becoming that who have and have nots, I guess, in terms of theme parks, and obviously Disney is feeding into it.
Look, I mean, Disney's a luxury item. It's a entertainment item. So, you know, unfortunately, that's kind of how it goes.
It is. I've also wondered too, and you've seen some people talk about this, of the money that it gets spent if that higher earner class decides to do other things. You know, Europe, because the money you would spend here, you can go to Europe for 2 weeks, or you can do a lot of other things.
Could do a lot of things.
If they see a drop off there, how would Disney react? And I've talked about this before. The Halloween and Christmas parties are very consistent. They haven't changed really, but let's say they move the price up quite a bit and they do see a fall off in the attendance. Do they revamp the party? Because I don't think they're going to lower the price, but they would have to revamp the parties to seemingly make it worth the price now. So I guess that would be probably the course of action they would take. I don't think I would be utterly shocked if you saw them lower the price if they have a fall off in the attendance, but obviously that hasn't happened, and that's just all theoretical. But yeah, that's how that currently stands with the Halloween and Christmas parties.
Yes, sir.
And in some sad news, a beloved animal has passed away at Animal Kingdom. Gino, the silverback gorilla.
He was 44 years old, and he basically had been at Animal Kingdom since it opened or close to it. He has 14 kids.
He was busy in there.
And if you've ever been to Animal Kingdom and you've gone through the Gorilla Falls trails and some of the other trails, you can see him, or you could see him. And he was very prominent, and he was definitely an alpha male.
Well,
Definitely.
he's got 14 kids.
Yeah, but like even the trainers and stuff that people had talked about, like his like legacy as the alpha male gorilla in the pen and everything, that he was a leader.
Yeah,
he was a leader within the other gorillas. So.
Silverback gorillas are terrifying, terrifyingly strong.
I didn't say he wasn't big and
oh no, I know, but
and,
like they're just running the whole conversation about like 100 men versus a gorilla. I'm like, yeah, no, like it depends on who the 100 men are and all that stuff. But I'm just saying, like, no, like those things are yeah, they're frightening to see and how strong those things are. But
how long do they live?
it's a good question.
That's what I was thinking of. 45 years old. That's a long time for like most animals, I would think. But
well, according to my research I'm doing in the moment, typically they live 30 to 40 years.
Okay.
But they say in captivity with a steady food supply, good care, protection from predators, they can live much longer, often into their 50s.
Okay.
The oldest gorilla ever recorded was a female western gorilla named Kolo, who lived to be 60.
Okay.
So
all right.
Seemed like he had a good long gorilla life.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's a big one. He's a big one.
So.
Well, that's kind of sad. I mean, maybe they'll get more. I mean, they get more animals all the time. So.
Well, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll get.
Well, even like Joe Rohde made a post about it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. It's kind of sad. But anyway, that's what's happened.
That is what happened here. But yeah, that's all the news that we have. Not a whole lot in terms of outside of a water heist with Scuba's deal.
Dang, I want to do a water heist, but like not.
You want to do?
I don't want to steal anything, and I don't want to like hurt anybody. I just want to like almost like it's like a game.
You want to? Okay, you want to be part of a group that's on a common mission for like a cause, is what you're saying.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't want to steal any money from anybody.
Okay.
I just want to see like. I just want to be able to like.
You want to carry out a plan.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
This is why men watch the movie Heat, and they're like, yeah.
I get it.
By the way, you heard they're making a Heat 2 with Leonardo DiCaprio?
No.
That's the rumor out there.
Really?
Have you ever seen Heat?
I have seen bits and pieces of Heat.
It
I know what it's about.
I want to watch it again. It's a great movie.
By the way, did you see this just came out today, is a new trailer for Anaconda.
I did see that, but it's a comedy.
But it's like, yeah, it's a comedy, but like it's not. Like it gets serious. Isn't that funny?
I mean,
and by the way, because Jack Black in every single movie I've ever seen now.
I'm kind of tired of Jack Black a little
everywhere.
bit because he's just Jack Black in different movies. He's not it's not like Jack Black. You watch him like, oh my gosh, I can't believe he totally was just. I didn't think he had the acting chops. It's just Jack Black in different scenarios under different names, basically.
Yep, that's why. Whatever works.
I'm going to be pretty disappointed if John Voight's not in this movie though. From the first Anaconda,
he literally died.
Right, but nobody ever really dies in movies. Let's be honest. Maybe he became because they're in that movie. If you remember, he kind of slowly was morphing into a snake.
Becoming a snake. Yes. No, the snake spits him out and he winks.
That's what I'm saying. He winked at the end. That's what I'm saying. Like they accept him and they're like, oh, this guy is like King Snake here. And then he becomes like he has a group of anacondas. I'm going to be disappointed if they don't include that storyline in this.
You think they want J-Lo in it?
I don't feel like many people want to work with J-Lo anymore. I feel like that stock has fallen quite a bit.
But that was like 1996, 97.
You got to have Ice Cube in there though too. Remember he was in that.
Oh, he was. Did he survive? He survived.
I think he survived.
He survived. Owen Wilson was in it.
He died. Yeah, he died. Yeah, that movie. I remember seeing that movie in middle school.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I hate snakes, but I was just like, this movie's dumb. Like the anaconda like became like sentient, like it like would hiss, like it was almost like Harry Potter where it could like talk.
Yeah. So that was my first movie in the theater with friends that were girls and boys.
Oh, what was his name?
Well, he was like my first like little boyfriend when I was like 12.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna visit David. He's not gonna be very.
Oh, dude, you're fine.
I hope he's I hope he's been preparing for this battle.
You don't need to do that. Trust me, it's not necessary. Let's just say that.
Okay.
Anyway, so
like, did you go see Anaconda with my wife?
No.
Like,
there's a bunch of new movies coming out in a couple months that I'm really excited for. Wicked for Good, obviously.
So excited.
I know. The Housemaid.
So
what's
that? What's The Housemaid?
That's the movie with Amanda Seyfried.
I don't know who that is.
She was in Mean Girls.
Oh, okay.
And then Sydney Sweeney, and then Brandon Sklar.
Oh, that's right. You read that book.
The
That's
Housemaid.
right.
Yes, that was a book I read first, and so I'm excited to see it come to life. But yeah, we can move on. Sorry, I'm just talking about movies now.
No, I
Movies are great.
No, I love it. I don't know if there's any other bigger movies coming out later this year.
Probably. I don't remember. Let's see. I don't know if there's any big Disney movies. There's no Marvel.
Well, there's Tron Ares.
Okay, Tron.
And you have Zootopia 2.
Oh, that's right. That's the Disney one I was thinking of. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess Avatar will be a big one. But even though that movie will make like $3 billion and you'll be like, what happened to the movie? And you're like, I don't remember.
I'm not an Avatar girly. I'm just not.
Nor am I. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything really that sticks out to me too much. There's a new Running Man with what's his face, Glenn Powell.
Oh, I do like him.
Although it doesn't have Arnold.
Oh, another edition of Now You See Me.
Is that like the Magicians?
Yes.
I never.
Now it's called Now You See Me, Now You Don't. Finally, they complete this thing. The third movie in, they finally complete it.
I've been waiting for the conclusion of these magicians and their.
It's true.
Although I think those involved a heist, so you might enjoy.
Oh,
those
for
movies.
sure. Yeah. Oh, listen, those movies are entertaining, but also just like, really, Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Well, apparently there is a new Jerry Butler movie as well. Night Has Fallen.
Oh,
which I think is another extension off the other ones he's done, where he's like a Secret Service guy and the president's under attack or something.
Oh,
listen, I know that everybody's got those cheesy, corny movies. Anything Gerard Butler's in, it has my attention. I love Gerard Butler. That's one reason I liked How to Train Your Dragon. He was like very convincing as a Viking chief.
I hated the movie he was in with Katherine Heigl. What was it called?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, gosh. I can't remember what it's called now. It was terrible. I was
also disappointed because I was like after 300 and he quit working out after 300 and I was like, dude, and he wasn't jacked anymore. Because apparently he got completely burnt out on working out from after 300 is what he said.
I wonder why. Golly.
Yeah, because he was always in really good shape in other movies, and after that one, he just quit working out altogether.
Oh, when's that the Rock movie? When is that one? Is that coming out soon?
The Fighting Machine one or something like that. Yeah. I'm not sure when that comes out. The guy that's based off of is, I think it's called the Fighting Machine or something. That guy was a monster. I am curious about that movie, but
I don't know about.
All right, well, that's been Movie Talk with Jamie and Jared.
Okay,
we will update that randomly in the future. Okay. No promises, but all right. Well, before we get to Disney Without the Rides, just want to remind you, if you are looking for some great theme park apparel, Capture the Magic Apparel is where we recommend you should go. And that's our apparel company where we have original prints. We print everything in-house by hand, and Jamie ships it out and is with great care and attention and good high-quality shirts, very comfortable shirts you can check out over at ctmapparelco.com. And like I said, we got some Christmas ones coming in the shop. We got some Halloween ones in there. And you can find some great high-quality shirts there and helps support the show if that's something you'd like to do. So if you go to ctmapparelco.com, use the promo code September, you get 20% off of your order. And then if you order $49 or more, you get free shipping as well. So you can go check that out at ctmapparelco.com and get the most comfortable shirts that you will find, because I'm picky about the shirts that we use. So, all right, well, let's move on to Disney Without the Rides. So, like Jamie said, if you're either not into rides or for whatever reason, you don't feel like doing it or you just don't like the rides, these are some options that you can do in the parks that don't involve waiting in lines and riding the attractions.
I mean, if you ask most families that come to Disney World, especially those with young children, medium children, older children, whatever.
What are medium children?
Like adolescents, teens.
I've never heard of it called
medium children.
Medium children.
We were talking about size today.
I've got a family. Oh, those are some beautiful medium children you
children.
have there. Thank
I
you.
apologize.
No, it's fine.
A lot of the time, the focus is rides and attractions.
Right.
That's justifiable. It is a theme park. But like, there's so much you can do. There's so much you can do. There have been times that Jared and I have gone to Disney or Universal and not done any rides.
That's very true.
Like at all. So
it's not a
it's definitely
busy
doable.
day. Like you just don't feel like waiting in long lines, or you're just like, I'm gonna just walk around. Like especially, I will say, in the cooler months, I do not mind at all walking around and just walking around a theme park and just enjoying it a little bit.
Yes, I agree. It's very nice to do that.
Like get a coffee or a drink and just enjoy it. Enjoy the theming that you can find in parks.
Theming.
But, all right, so let's get to the first one, which this one can be very entertaining. Mm-hmm. Maybe you'd say it's a little, I don't know, it depends on how you go about doing it, I suppose, is people watching.
People watching.
People are interesting to watch.
Oh, aren't they? They really are. Now, Disney has done a really good job of taking seating out of the parks. Have you noticed that?
By a good job, you mean something that would be nice to have, but yes.
Right. So like, just picture for me, if you will, you are entering Magic Kingdom and you're going around into Town Square, you're going in down Main Street, and then you're going into the hub. Do you find many places to sit?
You do not anymore.
You do not.
You used to.
There are a few benches around Town Square in the middle. There are some benches on the outside, just a few. There's no seating in the Main Street except for down that one alley. There's like two tables, 3 tables maybe.
Yeah.
And then a couple of in the hub, like on the way from like the plaza area into the hub. There's a few, but again, it's not a place where they want you to sit.
No.
So we need
because
more,
when you're sitting, you're not
seating.
buying things.
Right. We need more seating. I would appreciate more seating. Disneyland has more seating.
Yeah.
They have more places to sit, which I very true.
It's almost like Disney's on a mission to get rid of anything that will just leave you like enjoying water and
right
leisurely enjoying your day.
Yes, I love leisure. I love leisure, and they make it harder in that respect. But you can do some people watching. My favorite thing is to watch. This is bad, but like my favorite thing is to watch the families at like 6-7 p.m. when they've been there all day. And the parent, everyone's just really tired and they're hot and they're hungry and they've had it. Everything is just terrible. Like they're yelling at everybody, like, get out, go faster, get out of my way. Like, I hate you. Stuff like that. I'm just like, okay, y'all.
Watching family drama break out. Well, what do you always say about, especially in theme parks?
You get 3, I'll say discomforts, if you will. And that's the max. Actually, 2 is the max before you melt down.
And it probably applies to just people in general, but especially theme parks.
Tired, hot, and hungry. Those are the main 3. So tiredness, weather related, like it's just too hot, too cold, whatever, and hungry. So you can have one of those and be totally fine. You can have 2. You can be hot and tired, but if you're not hungry, you might be okay.
Maybe a little irritable.
But if you add the third one in, if you get tired, hot, and hungry all together, especially with children, you will melt down.
It's kind of like the Snickers commercial.
Yeah. So if you have any of those popping up with your kids or with an adult you're with, whatever, just check in and be like, hey, how you feeling? You need some water? You need some air conditioning? Do we need to get a snack? Do we need to take a break? What do we need to do?
Yeah, it's very true.
Yeah.
I think with our daughter, especially of the hanger that she gets from me, because apparently our daughter is me just in girl form, and she has some Jamie-isms as well. But there's a lot of she's all of a sudden like in a really bad mood. You're like, are you hungry? And then she'll be like, yeah, and she eats and she's fine, and I'm like,
she's fine.
I've been there,
but I've tried to instill in her and be like, hey, let's think about it. If we're in a bad mood, if we're really cranky, let's think about what our tummy is doing. Our tummy, and then you can identify it, and then you can fix it. And she's like, oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
and she does.
Yeah.
She does now. So.
I think that's a pretty good rule of thumb.
Yeah.
Right? And you never know. You might see a theme park brawl break out. You never know.
I hate that.
I almost saw one at Animal Kingdom one time. I wasn't really people watching, but almost. I was like, oh, man.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that's really fun to see, but yeah.
But people watching in general, it's fun.
Yeah, it can be. I could do it for a short period of time. I couldn't do that like all day, but I could do it for a bit. But yeah. Well, the second one is probably pretty self-evident, is food.
Food. Lots of food. Let's talk about our favorite food places or favorite snacks and stuff.
Well, the favorite one I ever had, they got rid of.
Which was what?
The ice cream sandwich at Sleepy Hollow.
You can still get that.
I know, but I wanted it in Sleepy Hollow.
Okay.
I don't want to have to go to Main Street.
Okay.
And it was perfect. You don't change perfect. And they're like, how about a churro in here? How about I smack this out of your hand? No, I'm not going to do that. But, you know.
Okay. I mean, the classic snacks, you've got, Mickey bar and you've got popcorn, you've got Mickey pretzel. Those are all good. I'm going to go get a cheeseburger spring roll. That's going to be my number one at Magic Kingdom for sure. For sure.
That's a shock to nobody.
Shock to no one. Also like Joffrey's coffee, Starbucks coffee, always good in the parks.
Coffee's always good.
Cold coffee, iced coffee only.
You know what? I'm in the middle of my kick now. I drink cold drinks or energy drinks, cold coffee 9 months out of the year. And this morning I was like, I want hot coffee. I kind of do this in the winter months a bit. I'll go through a phase of it and then I'll go back to the cold stuff.
Okay. And what's your favorite quick service place? You like Regal Eagle?
I mean, Regal Eagle is probably my favorite quick service on property.
So Julia Canteen is good. Animal Kingdom for sure.
But at Regal Eagle, you can get the banana bread. Or no, sorry.
The banana pudding.
Banana pudding. That's what I meant. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's really good. Yeah, I like places like that. I like Columbia Harbor House. Okay, we've always had pretty good meals there.
I think another one would be Baseline over at Hollywood Studios. You get the pretzel with the cheese and hang out there. And
well, speaking of Baseline, let's talk about lounges. What's your favorite lounge right now besides Baseline?
Besides Baseline?
I mean, what do you got in the noggin there?
I mean, I like Baseline. It's very accessible. It's in a good spot.
Nomad.
I was gonna say Nomad is up there as well.
Tambu is always good.
Tambu's at Polynesian, but it's near the parks in a way. But yeah.
Oh, I mean, yeah, this could be inside or outside the parks. But yeah, I love a good lounge. GO82, that's the newest lounge at Epcot. Yep, it's a good one. Adults only. And Beacon Barrel, which is new. I haven't tried that yet, though.
But I think of a lounge as kind of relaxing. I don't really feel like Beacon Barrel is going to be relaxing.
So, okay. So lounge, the word lounge, not lounging.
I know. I'm just saying for me, that's the way I view a lounge. Because
Gotcha.
I view a bar and a lounge are different. A bar, I anticipate being rowdy. Now, I get why you don't call it a bar because it's not family friendly. But to me, it's much more like a Baseline to me is like a good lounge. You get a drink, you get something to eat. You're just sitting around enjoying the atmosphere a bit more. I feel like Beacon Barrel and things like that, like Trader Sam's, you're not really there to relax as much.
I don't know.
That's just me. I don't
know if I agree with that.
That's
but
fine.
okay.
I'm just saying that's my personal viewpoint on it, how I kind of define it. But.
All right. And then tables.
What about you? What's yours?
I already said mine. Nomad, Tambu, Bar Riva is good.
Bar Riva is really good.
Three Bridges is good. I haven't been there in a while.
Yeah.
Dahlia Lounge is also good.
I don't think I've ever actually been up to Dahlia Lounge. I know you have.
Oh, I have.
Yeah, I don't think I have.
Okay.
Though. Yeah.
Yep. There's lots of good lounges in Disney for sure.
And I think they'll do a lot more of those in the future. But yeah. Well, I guess the next one will obviously be along with food. You have drinking of different various liquids.
Drinking.
So you can get, obviously there's alcohol you can get, which is a big thing people do, but you can get all sorts of, coffees and different concoctions, slushies and shakes you can get. But I would think alcohol is going to be the biggest one, of course.
Right. In case you don't know what alcohol is.
Well, no,
you can get.
No, I was talking about
cocktails.
I was talking about other things than just alcohol. That's what I was trying to say.
I got you. Yep. Drinks a lot. And then you can get sodas. Bottled soda, it's like $5 and something cents, $5.25 or whatever it is now. I mean, they're drinks and stuff, but like you're gonna pay a hefty price.
I feel like they price the
For the
soda
drinks.
to make it where like you might as well just get a beer or something. Consider it's like $5 more just to get a beer or something like that. But
I
yeah.
don't know.
Or just bring your own soda in. That's what I usually do.
Yeah. So besides lounge, I guess lounge could be kind of included in that. But like, what's your favorite place to get a drink? Like, let's say Epcot. Drinking around the world.
I mean, Great Britain. The bar in there is pretty good. Get a snake
what's it called?
bite.
Rose and Crown.
Rose and Crown.
Yep.
That's kind of a cool one there. I like the walk-up bar outside of Regal Eagle.
Yes.
I know it's got your favorite drink in there.
Which I'm blanking on the name.
It's like a
Oh my gosh.
is it blackberry sour?
It is, but that's not what it's called.
It's
Moonshine sour.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I love that. It's been a while since I've had that too.
It's good.
I need to have that violet. Is it violet sake in Japan?
What'd you just call me?
The violet sake.
Oh, I don't really like sake.
Okay.
But hey, it's pretty looking though.
Right. It is.
Yeah.
For sure. But yeah, so that, I mean, obviously drinking anywhere except for you can drink in Magic Kingdom. You just can't take it out of the place that you brought it in. Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
Okay, great.
You can't really walk around with it.
Can't walk around with
You
it.
can have it inside of certain restaurants and places, basically.
Yes.
All right. Well, next one I think is really fun, especially around like Christmas time, is like resort hopping.
Absolutely.
To go check out the lobbies and especially the Christmas decorations. I mean, basically go to Wilderness Lodge
Just go to
and just hang out there. Yeah.
For sure. Like, especially around the holidays, the lobbies are decorated so nicely. Even Animal Kingdom looks great at the holidays. Obviously, Grand Floridian is I'll call it the headliner. It's got the gingerbread house. Not this year because of all the construction, but usually the gingerbread house and then the big tree and everything and all the Christmas trees all over the resorts. It's great. Otherwise, just like during the regular times during the year, I mean, even at your own hotel, there's so much to do. And I think like swimming is, I would say, the main thing to do.
Yeah. If you're talking hotel activities for sure. Yeah.
Some of the hotels have spas. You know,
They do.
we like hanging out at the boardwalk area. There's a lot to do there.
I mean, talk about a good
Shopping.
place that people watch as well as the boardwalk.
That's it. Yep.
Yeah.
A little water right there. Yeah. I mean, like, you know, there's so much to do at the resorts. And like now the characters are coming to the resorts.
I think that's a good thing. I will say one of my favorite things to do is that grassy area outside the boardwalk. Like when the kids were little, they just run out and play. You can just lay on there and just kind of relax, especially like in the evening when it's not so hot. It's kind of nice just to sit it there, just relax.
See, I have memories of our children doing that. And I remember I was able to do that because whenever we first started going there, I was like 10,
Yeah.
11. I was still a kid. So like I have memories of both.
And it's not, you'll see families run around there and
Yes.
kids. It's always fun.
I love
there.
that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Agreed. Well, next one, you got character meet and greets that you can do.
I just mentioned the characters at the resorts, but obviously in the parks. If you had to choose one of your favorite like meet and greets either we've ever done or that you want to do, what would you say?
I mean, character meet and greets are not my thing really, but
Let's just say the ones that you've done before. Like,
I mean, Darth Vader was always cool. He would, he was very menacing.
Dr. Strange. You met Dr. Strange?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, I mean that was interesting because that's not really a meet and greet as a roaming character, but I would say that one was kind of
Still,
cool and
his
just very
character.
it's not a very common one you see. That was at Jollywood Nights last year.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's been around since then. He may have been,
I don't know.
but
I
that
don't
one's
know.
a very rare one to find.
Yeah.
Chippendale always a good one.
I love them.
Yeah.
I love them. Mickey, classic. Minnie, classic. I feel like Donald is always a good one too because he's kind of scrappy, a little rascally,
He's always cursing and duck.
cursing and duck.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, I mean, like I was saying a couple weeks ago, maybe like between now and like before, whenever I was a kid going in the 90s, like it was hard to find characters. Like there were character meet and greets were few and far between then.
Well, what's interesting is talking to a lot of the Orange Grove 55 guys out in Disneyland. When the park opens, there's tons of characters just everywhere, and so like I do wish there was the ability to do more of the roaming characters in the parks. I mean, you see this at both Disney and Universal. And I think it's the same symptom of it's just a different clientele many ways.
Yeah.
And so they have the roaming characters, but they get swarmed, and then it ruins it for everybody else. I kind of wish you had more of an atmosphere where you just had these characters around, because I do think it adds something to the experience of just seeing them and not having to like get a picture and interrupt people. You know.
Well, Galaxy's Edge, they don't have any formal meet and greets. It's everybody; they're just out. You know, so if you're a Star Wars fan, it's a great place to see the Grogu and Mandalorian, and you know, Rey's out there sometimes, Chewie, Stormtroopers.
They definitely need more in Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
Here's a thought I just had.
Okay.
So we did like the Epic Universe previews when we initially went to the team member ones. That was when you couldn't have your phone, and the day we showed up, they had changed it where you could have your phone out. Right. But I was actually looking forward to experiencing a park where you like weren't on your phone and you just enjoy it in many ways. And because I talked to other people that experienced it that way, and they were like, it's really interesting how you had a lot more like camaraderie with people, and you were just like everyone
not stuck on your phone.
Yes, everybody was just going around, just experiencing stuff with like their own eyes, not about getting content. I know it's not possible basically in this day and age, but I would be very curious to see what a park experience would look like if you were not allowed to be on your phone. Like if you couldn't have your phone.
You could literally just do this, you know.
Well, I know I'm talking like everybody, but what was interesting is talking to people.
You mean everybody else?
Yeah,
too?
like that's the thing that the guy I talked to, he was like, it was really interesting because you're in line and people are just having conversations, like you're meeting, and he was like, it was so different, and really, I think, and he had pointed to it basically like, there's a lot of pros to social media and stuff like that, but there's also a lot of negatives in that everybody's in their own world. I got to get this shot. But he's like, it was really cool just how everybody kind of had a shared experience of just like checking this out. And I do think I would be very curious to see what that would be like in a day where nobody's on their phones and just experiencing, you know, enjoying your day in a theme park. I would like to know what that's like, because I don't remember it enough as a kid to really like give it a like, oh yeah, I remember what that was like, because that was just how life was then.
Yeah.
And like seeing it just juxtaposed to now and just seeing how different that might feel and be.
I mean, there's some times when we go to the parks, it just depends on what we're doing or what we have to do, that I will sometimes put my phone away for a while. I don't bring it out, and I'm like, I'm not going to look at it. I want to enjoy what I'm doing.
I've been making an effort more to do that just in day-to-day life, just to not be so glued on just because it's so easy to do. And that's one reason why like we initially started vlogging. And we just kind of quit doing it because I was like, I'm kind of tired of experiencing things just through a lens.
Yeah.
I like to be able to experience it and then like talk about it on here and things like that. So yeah. That's a dream I have that probably is not feasible, but one can wonder.
Well, not to go too much on a tangent of this, but like they always say, like, you know, people now with everybody having a phone, no one is bored. Like no one just stands there and just has like thinks like just thinking. Not
well, again, not to get too much. I could talk about this for hours, but I think there is something to people being bored and different things sparking certain creativities that people have, your imagination, and I think when you're always lulled into I'm bored, let me scroll, you know, this thing, and I'm guilty of it as well. I think everybody is on some level.
Everybody is, yeah.
But it's like just allowing your mind to just be. I think is not a bad thing. And I think this is why you're seeing a lot of the younger generation, a lot of them have gone to the flip phones, of just completely going the other way.
Yeah, there's a lot of, I'll say kids, because they're like teens or early 20s, and I am much older than them. There's a lot of kids out there that will have flip phones. They'll bring those only if like they're going like out with their friends or whatever, and nobody will take a picture. They just want to be there. They just want to have fun.
Well, that's how
I'm like, that is what we did.
Yeah. And that's like,
when we were teens.
Like, I think there's a balance, and I think maybe as a society, we will eventually maybe figure that out of like being able to just have this, like, okay, it's there, but not being just codependent upon, like, if I don't have this thing in my pocket, like, oh my gosh, what do I do? I think I think that would be good.
I remember kind of in jest, like saying, oh, look at that girl, like one girl that was taking selfies or taking a lot of pictures. I'm like, you know, this was years ago, but like, oh wow, she's so into her looks. And now everybody does it, and I'm just like, oh, how quickly that worked. Everybody does it now. I'm like, I get it, but it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Like I said, I could go on more about that. Like, I guess I might.
Okay. Well, we don't have to.
I don't have to be esoteric, but it would just be an interesting conversation. But yeah,
It's okay.
I will save that. Well, another thing you can do, of course, you got parades, fireworks, and nightly shows you can always check out in the parks.
Yeah. Starlight just started not too long ago at Magic Kingdom. You've got Happily Ever After. You've got Luminous. You've got Phantasmic. You even have the, what is it, Magic of Animation show. Is that still going on at Hollywood Studios? I think it is.
I think so.
Yeah. Stuff like that. I mean, that's always enjoyable, and you don't need to ride anything. You just sit there or stand there.
Yeah.
It's great.
Very true.
And that goes along with like dessert parties too. You can do those as well. You can do the upcharge experiences like Geo82 or California Grill.
Well, that's why I always like the shows. Like, I think they're bringing some of them back, but like in Epcot, you got the in France, the clowns that do the chair thing where they stack the chairs.
That do the chairs.
I mean, yeah. But yeah, stuff like Streetmosphere, I think, is another thing that's kind of nice when you do come across that and see it.
Yeah.
And they do have live performances, like especially the Canada Pavilion there.
Yes.
They'll have some of those there and things like that. So I think, yeah. And when you have a festival at Epcot, they've got, Eat to the Beat, different stuff you can always check out.
Absolutely.
Concerts and things.
Absolutely.
You also have water-based activities you can do, fireworks cruises, fishing. You can rent different watercrafts. Mm-hmm. You do a fireworks cruise.
So we've done the fireworks cruise. We've never rented just a boat for us, like just randomly. And we've never done fishing. I would like to try one of those sometime.
We can do that.
Try it.
I don't mind. Fishing's one of those things. I don't like fish, but I like the exercise of fishing. If you're just sitting around, like you're just being patient and, know.
I think our son would really enjoy fishing.
Oh, yeah, he would like that, yeah.
Our daughter, too. She'd probably like it, too. But I think that he would be really interested in it in general. So I think that would be a good idea.
I mean, it's a cool accomplishment to catch a fish.
Absolutely.
It's fun to do. I don't want
But you're not allowed to keep them, right? You have to throw them back at Disney. There's the rules with that.
Probably.
Yeah.
I would assume you would, but yeah.
Yeah. So I like that. You can do that at Seven Seas Lagoon, Bay Lake, and I think over at Crescent Lake as well. So
yeah.
Yeah.
There used to be a lot more, but it's kind of been pared down over the years.
Or even the amphicars at Disney Springs.
I don't trust them, but yes, you can do that. I have never trusted amphibious vehicles.
Ooh, good word.
Remember the ducks?
Ride the ducks.
And then there was that terrible incident that happened in Branson. Yep. Mm-hmm. And I remember as a kid, we went on the ducks one time, and the whole time I was like, this is incredibly unsafe. This tin, I feel like it was like a World War II vehicle going through the water. I'm like, no.
Yes, you and water-based activities are very not familiar.
I don't have a lot of trust.
I know.
Listen, we don't know what's in the oceans, okay? It is the most unexplored. Everyone's like, what's in space? I'm like, what's in the water? We don't even know what's down there.
It's true.
There could be societies.
But also, you can go shopping. You can go shopping at
Jimmy's
Disney.
like, get Jared off this topic as fast as possible.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's definitely lots of shopping you can do.
Disney Springs, that's the main place to go. But you can do it there. You can do it at the hotels. You can do it in the parks. Like, if you want to buy something, you can. You can go do
any
it.
moment that you can spend money, Disney is going to make it as easy as possible for you to do, for sure.
What do you think is the most popular souvenir item at Disney World? I know this answer. Give me
I was gonna say
just give me 3 of the top 5.
I mean, I would assume Mickey ears would be up there.
Mm-hmm. Mouse ears are one of them.
Like specifically Disney related.
Mm-hmm.
Like keychains.
Not keychains.
Not keychains. Autograph books.
Not autograph books.
T-shirts.
Not T-shirts.
Okay, I don't know.
Spirit jerseys.
Well, okay. That's technically that's very close to T-shirts.
Another one is pins.
Oh, I forgot about pins.
Pins are huge. Those are 3 of the top ones.
I feel like I should get Spirit jersey.
Why?
Well, T-shirts, shirts, like it's
That's not the same thing. They're not the same material.
Are they? Do you put?
There's not the same weight.
Wait,
they're not the same purpose.
Well, that's getting very technical here.
You don't wear a T-shirt to stay warm.
If you saw Scuba Steel wearing a Spirit jersey, he might be described as wearing a T-shirt. It's not differentiating enough to be like, oh wait, that's not a T-shirt, sir. That's a Spirit jersey.
Okay, it doesn't matter. It's just 3 of the top.
It's my competitive side coming out.
Okay, All right.
This is why if I went on Jeopardy, I would argue my points as I lose.
Okay, Jared. But anyway, you can do all the shopping. And going back to Disney Springs, where you can do some shopping, you can do dining. Lots of dining. You can even go to a movie.
You could, yeah, you go to a movie.
You can listen to live entertainment, watch live entertainment. You can go bowling.
But, you know, I wish bowling had not gone this luxury route that it's gone. You know what I mean?
You're like, I just want to bowl.
Like,
I
yeah,
don't want it to be a thing.
Bowling used to be like, it's like a dollar a game or something. It's just bowling alley full of smoke and you got old timers in there. Now bowling's like,
gosh.
Well, how much is it for a lane? It's $75 and we have lounge chair. Like, I don't need all this with bowling. I just want to roll the ball down the alley.
We looked the bowling alley that was like, we were talking about like, oh, we should go bowling. It was literally like $100 for 2 hours or something, hour and a half.
Insane.
For like our family. And I'm like, no, I don't think so.
Like,
So.
it wasn't even that long ago. We would go in college, like on Wednesday nights, and it was like, I think you paid $1 or $2 a game, if even that much. Like, it was a cheap thing you could go do with your friends. That's kind of what bowling really was. Like,
Well, if you're talking about college, not that long ago, I don't know.
It wasn't that long ago, Jamie. Don't you dare make me. I knew as soon as I said it, I was like, I know there's gonna be some reminder.
I got a little eyebrow raise. I was like,
Listen, I feel younger, much younger than I look. I feel like I look at least 2 years younger than I look.
At least two.
They might be like, that man looks 38. I'm like, thank you.
Thanks so much.
If I shave, I look much younger though. I always can I guess I could always pull that one out of my back pocket.
You look like a baby face.
I kind of have a little bit of baby face, which is why I have a beard and a scowl sometimes, I guess. I don't know. All right. Well, you also have the water parks you can do, which, you know, obviously there it's you still have rides and things, but water parks are something else that's sometimes much more like wave pools, things that you can just kind of
lay
do.
out.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know if Lazy River is considered an attraction.
It's an attraction. Yeah.
It is? Okay.
Well, what else would it be? Yeah.
It's an
activity that you can do.
It's a pool. Fine. But you can also just lay out.
You can lay out.
If you want to.
That's true.
Also, mini golf. Mini golf at Disney. You can do Winter Summerland, which is right by Blizzard Beach, or Fantasia Gardens, which is right by, what's that hotel called? I've lost all. Swan Dolphin.
It's Swan Dolphin Reserve. Yeah.
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 So it's over there. So yeah, you can do two of those. I think Fantasia Gardens is closed right now because they're redoing it or renovating it or something. But Winter Summerland is open. So
yeah, mini golf's kind of like bowling though too, where that randomly got expensive as well.
It's not terrible.
It's not terrible. It's not as bad as bowling, but yeah. Mm-hmm. I remember wasn't in Springfield, or at least on the north side. It was there was a putt-putt place you could go for like $4.
Oh, it's more than $4 now.
Oh, I know it is now. I think it was actually attached to Dairy. It was the Dairy Queen. Do you remember that one in Springfield? This is only a Springfield conversation. There's a mini golf course attached to the Dairy Queen on Kearney.
Oh no, honey, I didn't go.
You didn't
I didn't go north of. Didn't go north of Sunshine.
We had very different childhoods.
Nope.
Yeah, you could go up there.
I stayed close to Battlefield.
So like a lot of times after church, we would go get Dairy Queen. Because you get like ice cream, or like I used to get the chicken tenders with the gravy and stuff like that. Oh. And then they had batting cages, a paintball course.
You get the chicken tendies with the gravy.
It's fantastic. And then they had a putt course, and the 18th hole was it was a big Sunday that you would putt the ball into.
This is information.
I know it was there. It's not there now, but it used to be there. We used to use it all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways. If you're from Springfield, you'll know. 99% of people are like, "What is he talking about?" But and then you have regular golf too. You can do, and they actually are very good courses, and really not as expensive as they could be. It's not cheap. Golf's not a cheap sport in general, but the courses aren't. Depending on which one you do, they're not as bad as like say there's some golf courses that are like you're talking $400, $500 a round. You don't typically have them here, but they're very well maintained courses.
Well, there's Magnolia. And Palm, which are like right next to each other. There's Lake Buena Vista and Oak Trail. Oak Trail is the nine hole one. Mm-hmm. But I've never played golf at Disney, not regular golf.
I have played Magnolia.
Okay.
9 holes years ago.
Okay.
It was a nice course.
Our brother-in-law, when they went to Disney, what was it, like 2 years ago? year and a half ago, something like that. He played like every day. He played golf every day, and he loves golf.
He's a big golfer.
Yeah. So, and he really liked it. So
I like golf. I play golf a lot growing up, and even before we had kids. It's just the time it takes. But it is something you can do, like, especially if you get a group. That's something else you can do there.
Absolutely.
But yeah.
Absolutely.
So that's kind of our list of things you can do. That don't involve rides.
I mean, that goes without saying, like festival stuff, which you already mentioned a little bit. Like,
you also have other
festivals.
shows we didn't really mention as well. Some of the shows you can check out other than fireworks, like Festival of the Lion King, stuff like that.
That's an attraction.
Well, I mean, if you don't want to ride a ride, it's different, but same vein.
I mean, if we're talking attractions, attraction.
This is like T-shirt versus Spirit jersey. Okay,
I'm getting technical.
Well, you got
attractions or rides.
You know what,
sir?
Sometimes you just like to shoot down my fun times.
Streetmosphere. You can experience Streetmosphere.
I said Streetmosphere.
Right? Yeah. There you go. I mean, I wish they would bring more of it back to Hollywood Studios, but
completely agree.
Neither here nor there. Yeah. I mean, like, just like being present in the park and just like, I don't know. Sometimes I just want to sit. I just want to like drink a coffee and like have a snack and just like listen to the music, especially on Sunset Boulevard.
Yeah. Oh, I think being more present in general, like especially, we talked about before, like on vacation, it's really easy. And I understand the sentiment. I always kind of get when you see families, I don't like to see families fighting and things, but you hear the dads being frustrated, like how much money they spent. I'm just like, it's just one of those things where it's easy to let your tempers get away from you and focus on that. But yeah, I think being more present in general, it's something I'm trying to do more. Nobody's perfect, but doing my best to do stuff like that. But
also, if this is for a kind of a niche group of people, but if you are so inclined to, you can do a Run Disney race. That's not a ride.
I didn't know we were bringing up torture methods.
It's not torture, man.
You explain to me what torture is and tell me about running.
How would you define torture?
Doing something I absolutely do not want to do. For an
great definition
for an extended period of time.
Oh my! So running really does that fits in your category, huh?
I will do. So I do cardio. I love working out, but I will do like sprints and things. But if you're like, hey, let's go run 4 miles, I'm like, how about we don't?
How about no?
And we just sprint here and get real tired real quick, and then we're done with it.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna be just as tired, and I don't have to like waste 30 minutes and pull a hammy.
Yeah, that would be bad.
That would not be good. No. Granted, you could pull a hammy sprinting too, but yeah. Sure. So, no, I think those are all good things. And I'm curious if you're in the chat that or in the comments, if you guys have other things as well that maybe we didn't mention, be sure to let us know or let us know in the Facebook group or anything like that. So I'm curious of other people that there may be some things we didn't think about that you can do. Yeah. There used to be a cigar shop in Disney Springs, but they don't have that anymore.
No, I don't think they do.
That'd have been a nice thing, leisurely activity you could do if you enjoy cigars. Which I do.
Jock Lindsay's. I like that lounge.
Jock Lindsay's a really good lounge, actually.
A good one.
Yeah.
But
there's a lot of stuff at Disney Springs. Like you can get actually in terms of like obviously Disney's not cheap, but you can find certain restaurants, happy hours, and times where it's not as expensive because you've got a lot more variety there. You got a lot more like competition, like because at Disney all the restaurants like they all it goes to Disney, but at Disney Springs they're all kind of competing with each other. Ergo competition. Sometimes you get better prices on some stuff. Depends on where you go, but in the Lego store over there, you always check out Legos.
You can also take cake classes, like making cake classes at Emirates Patisserie.
That's true.
That's something fun.
Yeah, they used to have the virtual reality thing in there, but they don't have that anymore. That was actually I did that one time. That was actually pretty cool.
Oh, what was that? Void.
Yes, the Void. Yeah, that COVID got rid of that one.
Yeah. That's true.
I did the Star Wars one. It was like even at the time it was very very interesting. I never really had done virtual reality much, but it's kind of cool. But yeah, so well that's all the stuff we have. And like I said, be sure to let us know if you have anything to add to this list. And by the way, that's gonna be it though for the show. So be sure to check us out on social media. We're at Cap the Magic everywhere, including YouTube, where I have daily videos over there on theme parks, entertainment, pop culture, all that stuff, and live streams. Usually I have at least one live stream going per week that we talk about over there. And we also have video versions of the show at CTM Podcast on YouTube, as well as now on Spotify. If you watch on Spotify, we're going to have video versions there because I just figured out they have video uploading on there.
Okay.
Literally did not know it until I told you yesterday. I was like, did you know they have that now? I was unaware. But yeah, we have that as well. And then we have some other shows on the network. We have the CTM Universal show. We talk about Universal Studios. And we got a lot of, there's a ton of stuff going on at Universal. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Lost Continent, some stuff's going on over there. Some future things coming to the parks. So you can find it on this channel and its own channel as well. And then Jamie has Trip Tales, which just came out on Monday.
Yep. Kalina, she went to Disney with her mom and her sister. And so we talked all about that trip and her mom's birthday celebration. And so you can go to ctmtriptales.com if you want to sign up to be a future guest on an episode coming up. Again, I have not decided for November or December yet. So if you got a trip, hit me up.
Hit her up.
Hit me up.
Yeah, except for David.
Oh my gosh. I literally haven't talked to him in like 30 years.
Don't you dare.
It's been almost 30 years.
This is why I work out, for this reason right here.
Jared, I married you.
I know, but
I
I'm
have
just saying.
children with you.
Just saying.
This is a person I have not seen.
If in chance I ever come
In a
across
very
him,
long time.
I went through action being like, oh. And I'm like, yeah, that's right. That's right, David. Anyways.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways.
Oh my gosh.
Well, if you like what we do around here, if you become a member on the channel, we are going to start doing a lot more member-exclusive live streams and additional content there. And it helps us, keep the lights on, pay the internet bill, all that stuff to keep the show going. So if you want to go join, you can do it. There's options below somewhere here where you can join at different tiers here, become a member of the channel, and helps us to, get to know you guys a little bit more and give you some more additional content if that's something you would like. So be sure to join if you'd like to do that. But either way, that's going to be it, though, for the show. So thank you, everybody, for listening and or watching. And thank you, Jamie, for joining us.
Thank you.
And as Jamie always likes to say,
We will see you in the parks.
bye.